EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Richardson operating from the pistol. And he's in. Touchdown, Colts. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Howe. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Howell. Got a man. It's Lockett. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Seattle. Throwing is Howe. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Howell. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
19 tight. Come on. Set. 18, pioneer.
The motion man here is Mitchell. On first down, it's Richardson. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Colts first down. Here's Richardson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In motion comes Pittman. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Taylor. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? In motion comes Andrews. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll throw with Howell. Sending it downfield for Fant. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He keeps it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
And the Colts, first down. Here we go, here we go. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll take off again. Richardson gonna hit the deck here, but not before he picks up a first down. On the handoff, it's Taylor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Richardson. He'll tuck it and take off. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Richardson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal.
Cowboy 80. Unlock Lion. Unlock Lion. Ready?
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Back to throw. Howell. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll be third down. To throw is Howell. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a first down. They'll look to throw again. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Back to the air one more time. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. He's got it. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now a run and maybe a reverse here, but no, he keeps it himself. And he's going to have the first down yard across the 50 to the 48. Richardson to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. A run with Taylor. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Stephon Gilmore up to make the play. 2nd and 7. They go right back to Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Indianapolis. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
The motion man here is Mitchell.
Go.
Now it's Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, pioneer.
In motion comes Pittman. Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. Sending it downfield for Fant. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will get out in front 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Howe. There's the big tight end, Fant. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
65, 65.
Howell. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Howell. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Stephanie. Check go.
Now Richardson going up top and looking for Andrews. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts up their lead. It's now 24-7. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's Howell. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Do what I should.